Good morning, my Patriot friends. Welcome to Episode 4 of the Brandyn's Wisdom Podcast. It's a very sad day in the media world. As a lot of you know, the great Rush Limbaugh passed away at the age of 70. I know a lot of you were obviously huge fans of Rush, and rightfully so. What he did was truly amazing at a time in 1989 when he came on the scene. He was really the first conservative in the mainstream media. And I don't even know if you would consider that mainstream. He was on the radio. But he paved the way for people like myself to do what we're doing now at a time when the Democrats had completely monopolized all of the media, all the newspapers. Everything was all liberal. And he was the first conservative on scene. And people loved him. And he truly was great at what he did. He made people laugh. He made people smile. He gave people a different view, a viewpoint from the right side of the aisle, in a different ideology that many had never heard before. So it turns out there was actually a huge market for conservative radio in America. Now, I'm not going to spend this time giving a eulogy for Rush Limbaugh. The man was great at what he did, and he deserves our respect. But of course, there are some people in the media who would disagree with that statement. Many on the left, including the lovely ladies of The View, believe that Rush Limbaugh deserved to be banned from everything, that he doesn't deserve a eulogy, that he was a voice of hatred in America. It angered the left that Rush Limbaugh was never censored. At least he wasn't completely banned. If you thought that the show The View couldn't get any lower, watch this disgusting clip of the angriest woman in America totally bashing Rush Limbaugh the day after he dies. Watch this.
Could not resist the money. So they go on the air and they spew their hatred, their prejudices, their lies, as did Rush Limbaugh, for the almighty dollar. And they fool Americans into believing that they are authentic. They are not authentic. I know these people. They're not real.
Right. So, Sonny, what do you think his legacy will be?
Well, I've been listening to everyone, sort of eulogizing Rush Limbaugh. And I remember listening to him as a kid growing up. And for me, he just normalized hatred. He normalized racism. And, I think he really weaponized white male grievance. He sort of hardened these like rural white listeners, people, sitting in their trucks and in the middle of America and in the South and, listening to Rush Limbaugh.
Well, many people are mourning the loss of him today, and many are not. And I was not a fan at all of Rush Limbaugh. I think he paved the way for political extremism and pushed baseless claims. He was the beginning of conspiracy theories. He was like the predecessor to the Alex Joneses. A lot of the things we're seeing that we don't like now, he in a sense kind of bastardized the party in a way, because I know there are conservative ideals that Sonny was referencing, and we're, many of us are saying, please speak up and represent those, because I don't like to even think of him as representing Republicans.
What a lovely show. Such a great show full of lovable, feminist, unifying women, aren't they? Clearly the days of when they go low, we go high, to quote Michelle, aka Big Mike Obama.
Our motto is, when they go low, we go high.
Those days are long gone in the Democratic Party and in the left-wing activist media. Not that those days ever really existed, especially during your husband's presidency. But even the days of Barack Obama seem like a distant memory compared to how divisive today's Democratic Party and activist media have become. They hated figures like Rush Limbaugh because he presented a different viewpoint that goes against all of their ideologies. These people do not want unity. They want conformity. They want everyone in America to think exactly the way they do. And if you disagree with them, you are a threat. And Rush Limbaugh was a threat, not only in his remarkable life, but he even remains a threat to these people in death. Now that is a legacy. Now, I want to conclude today's episode with showing this awesome clip of President Trump during the 2020 State of the Union address, presenting Rush Limbaugh, who had been diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, the Congressional Medal of Freedom. Check this out.
Almost every American family knows the pain when a loved one is diagnosed with a serious illness. Here tonight is a special man, beloved by millions of Americans, who just received a stage 4 advanced cancer diagnosis. This is not good news, but what is good news is that he is the greatest fighter and winner that you will ever meet. Rush Limbaugh, thank you for your decades of tireless devotion to our country.
And of course, you see in the background, nasty Nancy Pelosi not even clapping for the man.
And Rush, in recognition of all that you have done for our nation, the millions of people a day that you speak to and that you inspire, and all of the incredible work that you have done for charity, I am proud to announce tonight that you will be receiving our country's highest civilian honor, the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
And you can see Nancy again, flipping through her papers, pretending she's not even there.
I will now ask the First Lady of the United States to present you with the honor, please.
That was such a great moment for us who actually have a soul, and obviously a beautiful memory for his friends and family to look back on. Regardless of how much you hated that man, or hated his ideology, or his beliefs, or his political views, he deserves to be treated with respect in death. Thank you, everyone, for listening to the Brandon's Wisdom Show. Have a blessed day. 1 Corinthians 15:57. But thanks be to God, which giveth us victory through our Lord Jesus Christ.